Alright, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, Spank the Monkey back again with another unboxing video, this time of The Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, Universes Beyond. And we have a scene box for Aragorn at Helm's Deep. So, finally, we've hit the favored scene box. And the only reason why I actually got all 4 scene boxes was to pick up a couple of cards that are, I would say, pretty powerful and are quite unique. And again, from a collector's perspective, we will not likely see any reprints of these cards anyway. So the value of these cards, after the initial opening, will start to go up since not a lot of people actually were interested in buying these scene boxes. So we're down to the last one, and the card that I want to get is this one over here. So let's check it out. Again, I will open up the box and we will first look at the setting up the art cards on the provided easel. Here we go. Aragorn himself. Yep, this is the easel there. And then we pick up the pack for the cards. There we go. Alright, so we got some inserts there, very much interested. Okay, we have the set boosters again, which I mentioned we will open in another video. So let me set that aside. And then we have the scene cards and the art cards, but we'll do the art cards first so that we can fill up the easel. Alright, let me just get my hands around this thing. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I think we're starting from left to right. Okay, we have Aragorn. I think it's Narsil, or sorry, Anduril, the Flame Reforged. Alright, and Aragorn here. Next up, we have Legolas. And this card is Legolas' Quick Reflexes, which is a pretty damn powerful card. Happy to have finally picked that up. Okay, and then we get this one over here. I think that's Gimli, is it? And then a couple of orcs. And then we have Theoden rushing down from the bridge there. Okay, so this is the assembled easel where we have Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, a bunch of orcs in the foreground, and then you have Theoden and the ride out of Isengard. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And just check this out. So there's a stake here, this piece of wood, and Legolas is just like right there standing on the pole, while there's a dude there sort of trying to hit him. And then Aragorn here making a nice cut, beating off this particular orc. Okay, so Jason Rainville, pretty good art. Congratulations, and yeah, looking forward to more of this. Now let us get to the business end of this opening. We have Anduril, Narsil reforged from the shards of Narsil, which had been kept in Rivendell. Okay, so speaking of the aforementioned sword, we first have Anduril, Narsil Reforged. So it's a sword for 2 legendary artifact equipment with Ascend. Okay, if you control 10 or more permanents, you get the City's Blessing for this game. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. If you have the City's Blessing, put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control instead. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Basic, but good. So if you're into 1/1 counters, this is the card for you. So that's a rare. Next up, we have a mythic. This would be Aragorn, Hornburg Hero. So 1 in Naya colors. Legendary creature, human soldier with power toughness 4/4. Attack creatures you control have first strike and renown. So when a creature with renown deals combat damage to a player, if it isn't renowned, put a 1/1 counter on it and it becomes renowned. Whenever a renowned creature you control deals combat damage to a player, double the number of 1/1 counters on it. So when you attack first, you get a 1/1 counter. When you attack second, then you're able to double the number of counters, right? Assuming you're able to deal that damage to a player. Okay, nice. Next up, okay, the card that I was pining for, this is Legolas's Quick Reflexes. So why do I like this? Check this out. So for 1 green, it's instant with split second. So you're able to protect yourself after you cast this. Untap target creature until end of turn. It gains hexproof reach, and whenever this creature becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power to up to one target creature. So that's pretty amazing. So untap it until end of turn. Gains hexproof reach. Can be targeted. You can block stuff with flying, and whenever this creature becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power to 1 target creature. So you tap it, and then you can sort of burn off one creature, which is pretty good. Okay, next up we have Gimli's Reckless Might. So it's an enchantment for to cast. Creatures you control have haste, and with formidable, whenever you attack, if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater, target attacking creature you control fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So it incentivizes you for attacking with a bunch of power. Okay, that's an enchantment. Next up, we have a sorcery this time around. It would be Isengard the Unleashed. So, damage can't be prevented this turn for this 5-mana spell. If a source would deal damage this turn to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals triple that damage instead. And it has flashback for 7, so you can cast it again. How lovely. And then lastly, we have Rohirrim Chargers. It's a human knight, 4 to cast, 4/4. You may exert Rohirrim Chargers as it attacks. Whenever you exert a creature, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an equipment card. Put that card into the battlefield attached to that creature, then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, so it looks like, I think among the scene cards, this probably would be the one that would be considered heavy hitting, I would say. Because the scene cards here are actually damn powerful, like Narsil there and Legolas's Quick Reflexes for sure. I don't know. We'll see if these cards eventually will go up in value. As I mentioned, from a collector's perspective, I'm not expecting that these cards will be reprinted anytime soon at minimum. So maybe another 10 years before they decide to do another Lord of the Rings set. However, I think some of these cards are actually quite good and will be auto-included to a couple of my decks. And hopefully would synergize with the rest of the 99. Okay, so let me stop there. Again, I do have one more video to record, which is around the set boosters that had come part of the scene boxes. So until that particular video, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.